I-27 moved into Oakwood Estates 2 summers ago, one of those shiny, neatly trimmed suburban neighborhoods that looks perfect on the outside. Fresh paint, American flags, manicured lawns, the kind of place that smells like mulch and passive aggression. At first, I thought it was nice. People waved. Dogs barked politely. Then I met Carol. Carol wasn't just a neighbor. She was the self-appointed queen of the HOA. Technically, she was the president, but she acted like she'd been crowned by divine right. Think clipboard, oversized sunglasses, and that smug, I run this place, smile. The first time she spoke to me, she didn't even say hello. She just pointed at my front yard. Your grass is half an inch too tall. We have standards here, you know. I laughed, thinking she was joking. She wasn't. Within a week, I got my first HOA violation letter. Apparently, my trash cans were visible from the street. A grave sin, punishable by $50 fines and passive-aggressive notes. I paid it just to stay under the radar. But then came another letter, and another, and another. By the fourth one, about non-compliant mailbox color, I realized Carol wasn't enforcing rules. She was targeting me. I'd catch her walking her yappy little dog right up to my driveway, snapping photos on her phone. Sometimes she'd even measure things, literally crouching down with a ruler. One day I stepped outside just in time to see her doing it. "Hey, Carol," I called out. "Lose something?" "Just checking compliance," she said sweetly. "It's for the good of the neighborhood." Right. Good of the neighborhood. My ass. I tried to ignore her. But then came the warning letter that pushed me too far. It accused me of unauthorized exterior modifications because I'd added a small birdbath to my garden, the same kind 3 other houses already had. The letter threatened a $200 fine and further disciplinary action if I didn't remove it within 7 days. That was it. Something in me snapped. I wasn't going to let this clipboard dictator bully me out of enjoying my own home. So, I decided to do what any sane, petty, slightly unhinged person would do in my situation. I started reading the HOA bylaws, every single page, and oh, sweet karma, I found gold. It turns out the HOA's rules were outdated, inconsistent, and best of all, Carol herself was in violation of multiple policies she'd been enforcing on everyone else. Her fence? 2 inches too high. Her mailbox? Non-standard color. Her dog? Exceeds the neighborhood's size limit for approved breeds. I smiled for the first time in weeks. It was time to make Carol regret ever touching my bird bath. But I wasn't just going to tattle. No, I was going to play her game. Better than she ever could, because while Carol had her clipboard, I had a printer, a plan, and an extremely long memory. And that's when I started Operation By the Book. I just didn't know how fast it would spiral, or how much she'd lose when it did.